Today, the tricolor rises. And before we cheer, before we clap, before we wish each other Happy Independence Day, just close your eyes for a moment. Listen. Perhaps the wind is carrying a voice from 1947. Perhaps it is asking us, my children, did you understand what freedom cost? Because freedom did not arrive with fireworks. It arrived with wounds, with empty chairs at dinner tables, with mothers waiting at doors that would never open again, with fathers hiding their tears because their children were watching. Some never saw the India they dreamed of. They died believing that someday we would, and today we are standing inside their dream. But are we living it? There was a time when a foreign power decided our worth. They decided they ruled. They made us believe that we were different enough to stand apart. And our people answered, no. We stood together, Hindu beside Muslim, Sikh beside Christian, rich beside poor, woman beside a man, different prayers, one heartbeat. And somehow, after winning our freedom from those who wanted us divided, we began dividing ourselves. A friend of 20 years became a stranger because of a religion. A neighbor became an enemy because of a name. A conversation became an argument. An argument became hatred, and hatred became a wall. Tell me, India, when did we forget that the person standing opposite us is also someone's child? When did we forget that every religion teaches compassion before hatred, patience before anger, kindness before cruelty? When did we become so busy proving that our God is right that we forget what God was asking us to become? If a Hindu mother cries for her son, does her tear look different from a Muslim mother's? If a Muslim child is hungry, does hunger ask his religion? If a Sikh father loses his daughter, does grief carry a turban? If a Christian family loses its home, does pain come carrying a Bible? No, pain has no religion. Blood has no religion. Tears have no religion. Humanity has no religion. And yet, we keep teaching ourselves to hate the human being standing next to us. Then came our constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and the makers of our constitution gave us something more precious than laws. They gave us a promise: justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. Fraternity. Perhaps that is the word we need to read again. Because fraternity means your dignity matters to me even when you are different from me. Your freedom matters to me even when I disagree with you. Your life matters to me because you are human. We have turned the constitution into something we quote when it protects us and forget when it asks us to protect someone else. We remember our rights but sometimes forget our duty to preserve another person's right. We demand freedom of speech but forget responsibility in speech. We demand equality but practice discrimination. We demand respect but refuse to give it. The Constitution gave us a country. It is a character that must keep it united. And look at our tricolor, saffron, the color of sacrifice. Our martyrs did not sacrifice so that we could inherit hatred. They sacrificed so that we could inherit freedom. So let us sacrifice too, not our lives, but our anger, our ego, our jealousy, our prejudice, our need to always be right. If they could give their entire tomorrow, can we not give up one hatred today? White, the color of peace, not the silence of someone too afraid to speak, but the courage to choose peace when hatred is easier, to forgive without becoming weak, to speak truth without becoming cruel, to disagree without becoming enemies. Green, the color of hope, the farmer who waits for the rain, the child who waits for a better tomorrow, the girl who looks at the world and still believes she can become anything. And at the center, the Ashok Chakra, always moving, perhaps reminding us a nation that stops growing begin to lose its freedom. So move beyond hatred, move beyond prejudice, move beyond fear, move beyond justice, move towards humanity. As an advocate, I have learned something. The courtroom teaches us every day. Justice is not about winning. It is about dignity. It is about the woman whose voice was ignored, the child who deserves a future, the victim who deserves justice, the accused who deserves a fair trial, the poor who deserves the same protection as the powerful. Because before the law, we are not Hindu, we are not Muslim, we are not Sikh, we are not Christian. We are citizens, and before we are citizens, we are human beings. That is why the Constitution matters. Because the moment we start deciding whose life matters more, we stop being the India our Constitution promised to build. My India, I don't want you to be a country where people merely tolerate one another. I want it to be a country where people protect one another, where a Hindu can stand beside a Muslim without explanation, where a Muslim can defend a Hindu's dignity without fear, where a Sikh can protect a Christian, where a Christian can stand for a Sikh, not because our religions are the same, but because our humanity is. I want an India where a woman does not have to calculate her safety before stepping outside, where a child is not told that poverty has decided the size of their dreams, where a worker is paid for the dignity of their labor, where justice does not ask how powerful you are, where the law does not bend before privilege, where no Indian is made to feel like a stranger in their own country. And Bharat, the land we call our motherland, if we truly love this land, then let us stop making her bleed. Why do we celebrate the greatness of India while allowing crimes to silence her daughters? Why do we call ourselves patriots while our streets become unsafe for our own people? Why do we shout about protecting the nation and forget that the nation is made of people? A country is not protected by protecting its walls while its people live in fear. A country is protected when its daughters are safe, its children are educated, its workers are respected, its citizens are equal, its minorities are secure, its constitution is respected, its justice is fearless. That is patriotism. So today I don't want to say Happy Independence Day as if freedom were merely a celebration. I want to say may we become worthy of it. May we remember the hands that built this freedom. May we remember the mothers who gave their sons. May we remember the prisoners who lost years of their lives. May we remember the people whose names never entered our history books, but whose sacrifices made our history possible. And may we never allow their sacrifice to become meaningless. If India could speak to us tonight, I don't think she would ask, how loudly did you celebrate me? I think she would ask, how gently did you treat my children? Did you protect someone when they were vulnerable? Did you speak when injustice was happening? Did you refuse to hate someone simply because they were different? Did you respect the constitution when nobody was watching? Did you make another Indian feel safe? And perhaps the hardest question, when my children were fighting each other, did you choose a side or did you choose India? So today, when the tricolor rises, let something else rise with it. Our conscience. Let our hatred fall. Let our prejudice fall. Let our ego fall. Let every wall between us and them fall. And let something remain, humanity. Because India does not need more people who say, I love my country. India needs people who can prove it. Not by hating another Indian, not by humiliating another Indian, not by silencing another Indian, but by standing beside them when the world tells us to walk away. And if tomorrow our children ask us, what did you do when India was divided by hatred? Let us not answer, we watched. Let us say, we remembered. We remembered the freedom struggle. We remembered the constitution. We remembered the martyrs. We remembered that the person we were taught to hate was also an Indian. And we choose to hold hands instead of raising fists. Because perhaps the greatest Independence Day will not be the day we celebrate freedom the loudest. It will be the day when no Indian is afraid of another Indian. When friendship is stronger than religious hatred. When humanity is stronger than prejudice. When justice is stronger than power. When the constitution is stronger than division, when a woman can walk home without fear, when a children can dream without asking permission from poverty, when every citizen can say, this country is mine and I belong here. That will be freedom, real freedom. So today, I make no promise to change the whole nation. I promise only this, I will begin with myself. I will not inherit hatred. I will not pass prejudice to the next generation. I will not judge a person before knowing their heart. I will stand for justice even when it cost me comfort. I will defend dignity even when nobody applauds. And whenever hatred tries to convince me that another Indian is my enemy, I will remember we were born different, under different prayers, but beneath the same sky. We may speak different languages, but our tears speak the same language. We may follow different faiths, but our hearts still beat the same. And when this nation rises, we rise together. So on this Independence Day, let us not merely salute the tricolor, let us become worthy of the hands that raised it. Let us not merely remember the martyrs, let us live the values of which they died. Let us not merely quote the constitution, let us become the living meaning. And let us not merely say Jai Hind, let us make our lives a reason for India to be proud of us. Because one day history will not ask how many flags we waved. It will ask when our country needed humanity, what did you give her? And I hope with all my heart that our answer will be we gave her unity, we gave her justice, we gave her kindness, we gave her courage, we gave her the India she had always dreamed of. And then perhaps somewhere the souls of those who never lived to see a free India will finally be at peace because their sacrifice did not merely free a country, it gave us the chance to become better human beings. So let us become them, for us, for the child who will inherit this land after us, and for the India that lives in all of us. Happy Independence Day, India. May we remain free, not only from foreign rule, but from hatred within. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.